We are traveling through Gujarat to understand how the lumpy skin outbreak has affected different districts of the state. In this video, I will explain what the lumpy skin disease is, how it is treated, and how it affects the cattle population. Lumpy skin disease, or LSD, a viral cattle outbreak, has been wreaking havoc in several Indian states, including Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, killing a reported at least 8,000 animals in the past few weeks, though ground workers claim the numbers to be much higher. Cases have also been reported from the states of Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. Typically, LSD outbreaks occur in epidemics several years apart. In India, sporadic cases have been reported since 2019 in the states of West Bengal and Orissa. In the past few months, this disease has been spreading in Pakistan as well, and the outbreak in Gujarat started from July this year. Whether there is a specific animal reservoir, which is a species that hosts the virus but does not get sick, is not yet known, nor is it known how and where the virus survives between epidemics. Outbreaks are usually seasonal during rains, but may occur at any time because none of the regions that are affected by this disease are free of vectors that spread this disease, such as mosquitoes, flies, and ticks. According to Ratish R.L., assistant professor at the Department of Veterinary Epidemiology and Preventive Medicine at the College of Veterinary and Animal Sciences in Kerala, there are reports of international transport of the disease because of change in wind velocity directions as a part of climate change. When the winds change, the insects carrying the virus are believed to have been redistributed to previously uninfected countries. Growing number of animals which have never suffered from the disease, abundance of active blood-feeding vectors, and uncontrolled animal movements are usually what causes LSD outbreaks. The first case is usually associated with the introduction of new animals into or in close proximity to a herd. Death rate of this disease is less than 10%. Experts on the ground have told us that the mortality in India can be as low as 2%. The vulnerability of an animal depends on its immunity, its nutrition, its age, and its breed. Usually, high milk producing, thin skinned European cattle breeds are more susceptible to the disease compared to the indigenous African and Asian animals which have thicker skins. Cows that produce milk are usually more severely affected. This is because animals with high production capacity can be more stressed. The body's faculties are diverted to milk production, hence they may become more susceptible to the disease. The disease can be asymptomatic in some animals, which is how it can spread inconspicuously to others. The disease is caused by the lumpy skin disease virus, a member of the Capricpox virus within the Poxiviridae family, the same family which causes monkeypox. The outbreak of monkeypox was declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization last month. Lumpy skin disease virus shares the genus with sheeppox virus and goatpox virus, which are closely related. The virus is a large double-stranded DNA virus that is very stable and mutates very slowly. As a result of this, the virus's farm-to-farm spread cannot be followed by sequencing the virus samples. This is in contrast to bovine diseases like foot and mouth disease, which has small genetic variations while it spreads from one animal to another, leaving telling footprints of how the disease spread. Lumpy skin disease is widespread and endemic throughout Africa, excluding Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, and Libya. It is host specific, causing natural infection in cattle and Asian water buffalo. However, for buffalo, the disease severity and death rate are much lower due to their higher natural immunity compared to cows. Some lumpy skin disease virus strains can also replicate in sheep and goats. They have also been known to have affected giraffes and impalas. Lumpy skin disease does not, however, affect humans. The first case of lumpy skin disease can often be traced to illegal or legal transfer of cattle between farms, regions, or even countries. In fact, the movement of cattle may allow the virus to jump over very long distances. The incubation period in animals varies between 4 and 7 days, but it may also last up to 5 weeks. This disease gets its name from the large, firm nodules that develop on the skin of the cattle as a result of the disease. Clinical signs include nasal discharge, usually the first to be observed. This is followed by a high fever, which may persist for approximately a week, followed by a sharp drop in milk yield. The cattle then develops lumps of 10 to 50 millimeters in diameter. The cattle also develops swollen limbs. Sometimes painful ulcerative lesions develop in the cornea of one or both eyes, leading to blindness in the worst cases. The pox lesions also develop throughout the entire digestive and respiratory tracts on the surface of almost any internal organ. Recovery period may vary between 2 weeks to a month. For those more severely infected, the recovery process may be even slower. The disease treatment is mostly symptomatic. There is currently no specific antiviral for the disease, and most treatment is symptomatic. Vaccines being administered in India are the same as that for cowpox virus. This is Mohana Basu, special correspondent at ThePrint. If you like our work, do consider paying for a subscription to ThePrint. Do continue to follow us on social media for the latest updates from the ground around this disease, as I and our photo editor Praveen Jain travel across the districts of Gujarat and Rajasthan to understand the impact on the ground.